On September 21st, 2025, a partial solar eclipse will be visible from parts of the southern hemisphere, particularly in the South Pacific and Antarctica. It will occur on the same day as the new moon, when the moon passes between the Earth and the Sun. The fall equinox, signaling the start of astronomical autumn in the northern hemisphere, falls on Monday, September 22nd, 2025. At this time, the Sun is directly above the equator, resulting in nearly equal day and night lengths worldwide. On September 21st, a new moon and solar eclipse will occur at 29 degrees Virgo. This marks the second of 2 consecutive new moons in Virgo, an infrequent astrological event. A new moon signifies new beginnings, and when combined with a solar eclipse, it amplifies this energy, bringing significant shifts and potential for transformation. Eclipses can bring unexpected events. This one may catalyze changes in various areas, both personally and globally, especially since it's occurring at 29 degrees. A new moon and solar eclipse in the Earth sign of Virgo signifies a potent time for personal transformation, particularly in areas related to health, work, and self-care. This astrological event encourages reflection on old habits and boundaries, potentially releasing these old patterns and establishing new and more balanced routines. You will more significantly experience the new moon and solar eclipse if any of your personal planets, Sun, Moon, Mercury, Venus, and Mars, are placed near 29 degrees in your natal chart. Those personal planets and points at 25 to 29 degrees of the mutable signs Gemini, Virgo, Sagittarius, and Pisces, and 0 to 23 degrees of the cardinal signs Aries, Cancer, Libra, and Capricorn will be the most impacted. The Sun conjunct Moon in Virgo, opposite Saturn in Pisces, creates a complex dynamic. The Sun-Moon conjunction signifies a strong sense of self and emotional nature, while Saturn's opposition can bring challenges, restrictions, and a sense of duty or obligation. This aspect suggests a potential conflict between one's ego and emotions, and the need to balance personal desires with responsibilities. It can also indicate a tendency to be overly cautious or reserved, and a need to develop emotional maturity. Since this is a new moon as well as a solar eclipse, the energy of Virgo can bring a sense of grounding, and Saturn a sense of structure to your spiritual practices. A yod is an astrological aspect pattern formed by 2 quincunxes, 150-degree aspects, to a single point, the apex, from 2 other planets. It's often described as a finger of God, pointing towards a specific area of life, urging you to make adjustments and find a new way forward. Neptune symbolizes spiritualities, dreams, illusions, creativity, and transcendence. Pluto deals with transformation, power, deep-seated desires, and the release of what no longer serves you. The planet Venus represents love, relationships, values, aesthetics, and what brings you pleasure. Venus is at the apex point of the yod, indicating the path forward. A yod by transit involving Venus, Neptune, and Pluto suggests a period of heightened sensitivity, potential relationship challenges, and transformative experiences related to values, desires, and creative expression. It's a configuration that highlights a need for adjustments and refinement in how you relate to others and express your values. Even if the yod feels challenging, trust that it's guiding you towards a more authentic and fulfilling path. The Venus in Virgo square Uranus in Gemini transit signifies a period of potential disruptions and breakthroughs in relationships, values, and creative pursuits. Venus in Virgo emphasizes practicality, discernment, and attention to detail in relationships and creative endeavors. It can also bring a critical and analytical mindset to these areas, while Uranus in Gemini brings a focus on communication, information, and intellectual pursuits. The two planets squaring each other creates a tension between the practical, detail-oriented nature of Venus in Virgo and the innovative, freedom-seeking energy of Uranus in Gemini. This can lead to a push-pull dynamic where one planet disrupts the other's energy. This may cause unexpected revelations or shifts in relationship dynamics. This transit can prompt a reevaluation of personal values and a desire to align them with one's authentic self. On a more practical level, it can bring about significant changes in how we use technology, particularly in communication and information sharing. A minor grand trine involving Uranus in Gemini, Neptune in Aries, and Pluto in Aquarius is expected to begin in July 2025. Astrologically, this configuration is associated with shifts in collective perspectives, developments in innovation, and changes in various areas. In this arrangement, Neptune occupies the midpoint of the triangle, making it the apex or focal point within the pattern. Uranus and Pluto are linked with technological advancements, while Neptune is considered to represent spiritual influences that may impact decision-making. The fall equinox, occurring on September 22nd, marks a shift in astrological energy from Virgo's practical focus to Libra's emphasis on balance, relationships, and beauty. This transition can bring a desire for harmony, connection, and a reevaluation of personal values and relationships. It's a time for introspection, gratitude, and decluttering, both physically and mentally, to embrace the new season with clarity. In essence, the fall equinox is a time to embrace balance, connection, and introspection, allowing individuals to navigate the changing season with greater harmony and awareness. A sun in Libra opposite Neptune in Aries suggests a conflict between your need for harmony and balance, Libra, and a desire for bold action and new beginnings, Aries. This opposition can bring about confusion, heightened sensitivity, and a tendency to idealize relationships, potentially leading to disappointment. It's a time to be mindful of your self-image and purpose, allowing for introspection and self-trust. While Aries represents the beginning of a new astrological cycle, with this opposition, Neptune falls at 0 degrees of Aries, which is a very significant point in a chart. This is often referred to as the Aries point and represents the strongest position in Aries for new beginnings, bold action, and a willingness to initiate change. A grand trine in the air signs Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius generally indicates a period of smooth communication, intellectual stimulation, and harmonious social interactions. It suggests opportunities for collaboration, learning, and sharing ideas. However, the ease of this transit can sometimes lead to taking things for granted or a lack of motivation to push for further growth in those areas. In astrology, a kite is an aspect pattern formed by a grand trine, with an additional planet in opposition to one of the grand trine's planets, and sextiles to the other 2 planets. The kite can represent a potential for growth and realization of natural talents. A kite formation with planets in fire and air signs by transit may signal increased enthusiasm for new ideas, improved communication, and fertile ground for creative or intellectual pursuits. It can also indicate breakthroughs in relationships or a strong drive to start new ventures. And with Neptune at 0 degrees Aries in a key position in the kite, it signals a powerful new beginning, symbolizing rebirth and innovation. This position suggests strong, pure energy with potential for leadership, in line with Aries' pioneering traits. In summary, on September 21st, a new moon solar eclipse will take place at 29 degrees Virgo. Eclipses often signal unexpected changes and transformations, especially at the 29th degree. The Virgo eclipse highlights opportunities for personal growth in health, work, and self-care, prompting reflection on habits and priorities for more balanced routines. The Sun conjunct Moon in Virgo, opposite Saturn in Pisces, suggests a need to balance self-expression and emotional needs with responsibility. This aspect may create inner tension and caution, calling for emotional maturity. The Yod with Venus, Neptune, and Pluto suggests intensified sensitivity, relationship issues, and transformations in values and creativity. This transit calls for reassessing how you connect with others and express your values. Challenges may arise, but they can lead to greater authenticity. The Venus in Virgo square Uranus in Gemini transit highlights disruptions and breakthroughs in relationships, values, and creativity. The tension created can trigger unexpected changes in those relationships and prompt reevaluation of personal values, as well as shifts in how we use technology for communication and information sharing. A minor grand trine among Uranus in Gemini, Neptune in Aries, and Pluto in Aquarius is linked to collective perspective shifts, innovation, and transformation. In this pattern, Neptune acts as the apex, emphasizing its spiritual influence on decision-making, while Uranus and Pluto highlight technological progress. The fall equinox on September 22nd signals a shift from Virgo's practicality to Libra's focus on balance and relationships. This period encourages harmony, personal reflection, gratitude, and decluttering in preparation for the new season. A Sun in Libra opposite Neptune in Aries indicates a contrast between harmony and balance, and an inclination towards bold action and new beginnings. This opposition may result in uncertainty, increased sensitivity, and viewing relationships through an idealistic lens, which can sometimes lead to disappointment. A grand trine in Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius usually brings easy communication, learning, and social harmony. It encourages collaboration, but may also result in complacency or less drive to improve. A kite formation with fire and air signs may increase enthusiasm for new ideas, improve communication, and creative or intellectual pursuits. It can also indicate breakthroughs in relationships or a strong drive to start a new venture. Thank you for watching. If you would like to be notified of future videos, please subscribe and click the notify bell icon so you'll know when new videos come out. If you enjoyed the video, please click on the thumbs up icon.